What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. To start off the video, I had a really funny post that I found on Facebook from 5 years ago that I wanted to talk about a little bit. Also, don't mind the mess in the office. My brother was apparently filming something and he's left the lights out. I don't know why. Again, to reiterate, this post was from exactly 5 years ago, so I was 21 years old, okay? As most of you know, I have recently lost a lot of weight, and I am happy where I am now, but as of late, I have lost motivation to work out. I have not gained any weight back, I have actually lost even more, but I want more. So in order to reach the next level, I'm thinking about joining the Navy. So far in my short journey, I have realized that if you do not have a goal, there will be nothing pushing you to become greater. So this will be the next step I believe I'm going to take. I want to see the world, get in shape, and become a better person. Posting this will help me stick to my goal and push me to be better. That is all. I'm hungry. Do you remember when I was thinking about joining the Navy?
Yeah.
Really?
I do.
I didn't think you would remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
That's funny. So honestly, when I first saw that, it was kind of weird to me because I don't ever, like, if I just think about it, I don't ever remember being at a point where I felt like I had lost motivation to work out. But then, so reading that, obviously, I thought back to 5 years ago and thought about where I was in my journey. So if I remember correctly, this was before I had started any sort of lifting. So I was going to the gym and I was basically doing like a cardio circuit where I would do like 15 to 30 minutes on the elliptical, 15 to 30 minutes on the treadmill, 15 to 30 minutes on the one of the stationary bikes, and that was it, because that was before I was really, I was too afraid to start lifting weights in the weight room because that scared me and I didn't know how to do that, right? So I remember being really discouraged because I didn't enjoy it, so then I didn't want to do it. So I just stopped going to the gym. I remember there was a good few month period that I had just stopped going because one, it was hard just going by myself with nobody, and I didn't have that passion that I do now, so I was just like, I don't want to go to the gym. By that point in time, I realized that if you want to lose weight, you can lose weight without going to the gym, without working out. So that's what I was doing. I was just really restricting. Looking back, I was really restricting too much, but in my head I was like, well, I can't work out. I need to, I need to do something. Instead of working out, I'll just restrict more. And in my head, that was a good solution. So that's what I did. I was really over restricting at this point in time. And I think my life in general, I just felt like I was kind of in a dead-end job. I was working actually at the car dealership that I used to work at, Toyota San Diego. And one, I was terrible at it. I'm not a good car salesman, as I'm sure most of you could tell. I just wasn't good at it, right? It was not the industry for me. And college for me was a no-go. I've talked about this before, but I was in special education classes up since I was in second grade all the way throughout high school. So I had my confidence, like if I were to go back to college now, I think I would be okay. But at that point in time, I had no confidence in myself. I didn't think that college was gonna be for me. I went for a year and it just did not pan out, right? So I was lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what my goals were gonna be. And so I started looking into joining some, branch of the armed forces. And for some reason, the Navy is what I ended up, gravitating towards. It might have been just because here in San Diego, there's a big Navy community and it just kind of made sense to me. But I just remember thinking, one, I had never traveled in my entire life before that point. And that was something that was, they promise you a lot in the armed forces was travel. And then on top of that, you have to work out and start lifting and stuff. In the Navy, you have to be sort of fit. So that was like, okay, that's going to be something that's going to help me be fit. And then obviously on top of everything, it was going to give me a purpose in life and something that I could strive for instead of just working, dead-end jobs or, working for minimum wage, trying to climb my way up some sort of corporate ladder at some, business or whatever. Now, obviously, as you guys know, 5 years later, I did not join the armed forces. It was actually really was a blessing in disguise, because through that, knowing that I was going to have to be physically fit to join and do all of, the things that I needed to do, that's when I actually started looking up YouTube videos on lifting and working out. And that is what literally started my passion for this. What I'm doing now was the thought of maybe joining the military, literally because I was afraid of gaining more weight back. Things that might seem sort of insignificant in our lives, these choices that we make, literally that choice that I made completely shifted my life and what I do now 5 years later. That is absolutely insane. So it was really cool looking back, 5 years ago and putting myself back in that mindset, because it's really hard to do that. So I'm really glad that I was able to do that. But with that being said, I need to start warming up for this workout. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be hard, but let's do it. So this is Daniel. How much weight have you lost?
About 90 pounds.
90 pounds.
Since September 2016. I'm down 40 pounds since CrossFit.
and started CrossFit?
So I met Daniel at the other gym that I go to, and he started asking me about CrossFit, and I was like, you should totally try it out. And now he comes here and he's lost 40 pounds since starting.
See, you gotta listen to John. Start CrossFit. Yeah, I got the nanos, and you were like, hey, those are for CrossFit. You should try CrossFit.
Yep.
So here I am, disappearing.
I was that annoying guy that was like, hey, you should totally do CrossFit. You'll love it. And he did love it. And now he's here. How long have you been coming here now?
Since June. So, a couple months.
Yeah, man.
I haven't gotten the shirt that says CrossFit yet. That's the next step.
Soon, yeah.
That's when the gains really start, I think.
Exactly.
Is when you get the merch.
Yep.
So, that's the next step.
Today's workout is a typical Friday workout here. 3 different parts with 1 minute or 2 minutes in between each of the portions. First part is an alternating EM for 10 minutes. First minute, 15 wall balls with 30 pounds. And then the second minute is 12 burpees. That was terrible, so we got about a minute left to rest, and then we got this. 10-minute AMRAP, 8 chest to bar pull-ups, 2 squat clean and jerks at 185 pounds. Then we have 8 toes to bar and 1 snatch at 185. And then after that, we're gonna rest 2 minutes and then do a 400-meter farmer carry that's twice around the building, 50 pounds each arm. I thought I heard it beep before I did. Well, I'm an idiot, and I forgot to hit record on that last part, but those farmer carries were rough. If you've never done farmer carries, you're trapped. If you're doing them right, we'll be on fire. Okay, so we are done with the workout now. First thing I want to say is I apologize if you can hear the barbells clanging in the background. There are still people working out in the gym, but there was something I wanted to say to end this video off. The first thing I want to say is I completely 100% respect anybody that serves in our armed forces. My roommate is in the Navy, so I'm not at all, anything I'm gonna say is at all trying to say that being in the military is an easy way out or it's something that makes your life easy. It is a very hard thing to do, but I just wanted to give a couple more points because I was thinking about it during the workout. The reason I was considering joining was because I genuinely felt like I had reached a point, and it's so crazy to think that it was just because I wanted to lose more weight, but I really had reached a point where I felt like I had done everything I could do and I needed an outside source to help me or teach me all the things that I needed to do, and I just didn't believe that I could figure things out for myself. So for me, I thought if I join the military, that will be that outside source of either motivation or, you know, just teaching for me to be able to continue losing weight and doing things, you know, that I wanted to do, because I just didn't believe in myself and in my knowledge and in my capabilities of learning the things that I wanted to learn. This is kind of a perfect segue for what I wanted to talk about at the end of the video, which is talking about, I guess recently Cardi B has been under a lot of fire because she was promoting Teamy, which is one of those teas that basically it's like a laxative that makes you poop a bunch and then you lose a little bit of weight, you're not as bloated, and then you weigh a little bit less.
I want to thank Teamy, and I just want to say thank you, Teamy.
So she's been under fire because of that, and then just a lot of other celebrities that have been posting things like this. I know recently, or like a few months ago, Kim Kardashian caught a lot of flack because she was promoting these appetite suppressant lollipops. So I always get messages of people wanting me to talk about this. One of my favorite YouTubers, Philip DeFranco, actually talked about this in his show. So I'm gonna play a clip from there because I really agree with what he says here.
If I can hit a final note as someone that has been incredibly large large and also pretty lean at times. Not right now. As someone that has tried almost all things, good and bad, the best way to get to a healthy place is just to not eat garbage food and don't do these kind of shortcut things like detoxes. It should not be used as a long-term sustainable thing. I have done damage to my body with bad life choices regarding nutrition. And the only thing that I've seen consistently work for myself and other people, and any trainer or nutritionist out there that's not trying to sell you something will say, the balance of a proper everyday diet and activity, right? Exercise, right? That's the answer. Well, I want to give some of the people promoting this product the benefit of the doubt that some of them are maybe just ignorant. A combination of several factors around this story makes me feel like a lot of the time it's a don't give a damn about your fan cash grab.
So for me, what's going on here is that people are looking for an easy way out, and they see these celebrities that they follow, that they trust, and that they believe what they're saying, and then they do what the celebrities say. And that's why I get so riled up, especially when it's like a weight loss influencer that's promoting something like this, because people are following those people because they have lost weight, right? Now, when it's just a massive celebrity, they're probably not following them because of, you know, how they look, or at least because of their fitness, right? They're following them because they like their music or whatever it might be. But still, when you have that following, you have that influence, you can influence people. And I wish people would try and influence in a positive way, because almost anybody with a brain knows that these things don't work. But when you follow people that you look up to so much and they start promoting that, you just start to kind of believe it because you trust that person, even though you've never met them, right? You have that trust, and that's why I just get so fired up and it bothers me so much. So at the end of the day, it's hard work, it's diet, it's exercise. There is no secret. There's no, you know, magic pill. There's no magic drink. There's no, you know, it's all up to you. And you have the capabilities, just like anybody else in this world, to lose weight, to get fit. You can always do it on your own. You don't need anybody else. You can do it on your own. That's what I wanted to say to end this video. I know this video was kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to film something. And yeah, those are the things that have been on my mind today. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, look up my fam. Today is also the last day of November, so this is either gonna go completely away or I'm gonna try and trim it or something, because this is not okay. This is...
Obey the warning signs, and when there are flashing lights or wigwags, don't attempt to cross until they come to a complete stop.